This video will feature a lot of C34-9WLs.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's right. I definitely caught these units yesterday. One thing's for sure, they are definitely better than GEVOs. April Fools!
Oh, come on!
Yeah, I know. I wish I saw one yesterday though. All I caught yesterday is all GEVOs and that's it. No C6Ms, no M-2s, not even an SD75i ACC rebuild. But I did get one special unit though. And one thing for sure, the older power definitely beats it.
What are you talking about? What unit is it?
Well, it's another stupid GEVO.
Oh, come on!
Yep, that's right, unfortunately. It's one of these heritage units, and it was a leading. In my opinion, these heritage units looks better when they're leading. But anyways, let's stop talking about that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this long video because there's going to be a lot of slow trains. Don't worry though, I didn't film the whole thing. If I wouldn't film the whole thing, then it wouldn't been over an hour, lol. Alright everyone, so last Sunday we got some freezing rain, and let me tell you, it was really bad. It was so bad that they actually had to shut down the Bala subdivision. And all the trains that were on the Bala sub actually had to tie down somewhere. And they were tied down for a whole day. Then the next morning, the Bala sub reopened. So trains started to run once again. But half of though, the Bala sub was still a mess. Because of power outages up north, they have to do a lot of Rule 103Gs at most crossings, making the trains even more delayed. So the following catches were taken on Monday, March 21st. And the first train I caught that day is Relocating and Q101, which is running really late, and it tied down as mail. Coming out of Rubberbanks, BC, and is heading to Brampton. It was led by 3222, which is a 100-year anniversary GEVO Rubberway, also said in K5 Jahun. And for mid-DPU is CREX 3914. And that has 169 rail cars. And this was the first train of the day since the closure. And it was going to be meeting with CN Z111 at Zephyr, which is tied down. Which will be the next train. Alright everyone, right now we are back at the Leitch Road crossing in Zephyr. Mile 46.94 on the Bala Subdivision. Haven't been here since last year. So yeah. And as a matter of fact though, we are probably going to get some slow trains because, if you take a look on the crossing block to the note, it's actually flashing. Which means the trains will have to do a Rule 103G through here. And if you take a look at Concession Road 6, which is Danvers Street, the Buckingham over there is also flashing too. So they have to do another Rule 103G through here at these two crossings. So yeah, that's why we are going to be getting probably some slow trains today. And as a matter of fact though, there's a reason why they have to do a Rule 103G here. If you take a look at the signals, they are dead. They're not lighting up at all, you can see. And the other side is also dead too, so there is no power at this spot. Well, I actually take that back. You'll see what I mean in a bit. So that's why they have to do a Rule 103G here. So yeah. And that's because we had a really bad ice storm on Sunday. And because of the ice storm, it knocked out a lot of trees and even some power as well. And some trains even had to tie down as well. Like wow. For example, 111 actually tied down at Cedar since yesterday morning. And now it finally got a move. So now we have 111 coming, which met with 104 at Cedar, of course. And then 101 actually tied down at Doncaster yesterday too. So basically, we got two northbound trains which is running a day late. Or over a day late, I should say, because of an ice storm. And there's a lot more trains that is coming south that is tied down. Like 104 was running late, all the trains are running late today, for example, because of this ice storm. It's really crazy, you know? And by the way, remember how this crossing used to have the General Signals Type 2 E-bell? Well, unfortunately, that bell got replaced by a high-pitched Siemens Type 3 E-bell, which honestly really sucks. But I definitely saw that coming because the old E-bell was really quiet, and it was getting old as well, so I definitely seen that coming. So yeah. Anyway, so possible now until the first northbound train comes, which is CN Z111, which is running a day late, like I mentioned. It apparently has to do some Rule 103Gs at other crossings as well, like at West Franklin, at Taylor Road, and McKellen Road, and even in Brecken as well. And probably right here too. So there's definitely a lot of crossings on the Bala sub that they have to do a Rule 103G today. So yeah. Anyways, I'll post over now. And yeah, make sure you give it a really big thumbs up. I'll see you in a bit. So the next train I caught is CN Z111, which is running a day late. And this is the first northbound train of the day. Coming out of Brampton Intermodal Terminal and is heading to Vancouver. It usually runs on the Bala at night. But due to the freezing rain, it's now running over a day late. And this tied down at Cedar since Sunday morning. That being said, though, it was led by 3185. Trailing second is CREX 2787. And for a mid-DPU is 2812. And how many cars did these trains have? Well, it doesn't matter. They actually had to do another Rule 103G at Ravenshoe Road, which is the next crossing over. So the train came to a stop after the DPU.
GEVO number 41584158. To Q101 3130 13130. Automatic warning devices defective. At public crossing at grade. Mile 71.571.5. 76.6976769 Bala sub. Provide protection in accordance with Rule 103G, 1 knot 3G over 199. 3787 Bala Sub. Removed from service. Over.
Sounds like the eBay Concession Road 6 is starting to die. Not sure we can hear that or not from here.
7.
CNR 27, over. For the hot box at 31, can you give me a shout? I've got 3 GBOs for you, over. CN 111 at Zephyr, CNR 27, over.
111 and Zephyr, over.
They put the hot box back in service. Can you meet me on 8? I'll give you a cancellation, over.
Be a couple minutes. We're working on a crossing here. We'll give you a call.
Thank you. RTC out. CN 101, over. Is now a good time for you guys to copy the cancellation or not so much, over? No, when you can. Thank you. RTC out.
CN detector, Bala, 4, 7. No alarms. Temperature, 3C. Total axles, 9, 4. Speed, 8.
CNR 27, over.
Alrighty, so I decided to relocate to the Concession Road 6 crossing, which is basically Danvers Street from Leitch Road. Mile 46.78. And I meant to say the Concession Road 2 crossing. I haven't been here as well since last year. And we got Q101 and another 111 coming our way today. And apparently they have to do another Rule 103G at Zephyr Road. So we got 2 more northbounds coming after yesterday's 111 went by. So yeah. And they definitely need to do a Rule 103G for this crossing as well, because the crossing Bogdano is flashing, you can see here, just like Leitch Road. And I'm sure they will stop again because they have to do a Rule 103G at Ravenshoe at Ravenshoe Road, because after 111 cleared the crossing, I heard the horn going through Park Road, so yeah. Anyways, we got Q101 coming right now, and after that we got another 111 coming as well. Which is today's, actually. Today's 111 is coming. It's running late, but not as bad compared to yesterday's 111. So yeah, I'll pause for now until 101 shows up, and if you're enjoying this so far, then make sure you give it a really big thumbs up. I'll pause for now. So the next train I caught is CN Q101, which tied down at Doncaster. And it's running late as well. Coming out of Brampton Intermodal Terminal is heading to Rubberbanks, BC. It was set by 2863. And for a mid-DPU is 3069. The Wisconsin Central Heritage Unit. While they were protecting Leitch Road, the gates went up. But thankfully they went back down when the train started to move.
Detector, Bala, 4-7. No alarms. Temperature 2C. Total axle 330. Speed 8.
Well, look at that. We got 3069 as mid-DPU on Q101. So Wisconsin Central Heritage Unit, you can see here. They're doing a Rule 103G at Ravenshoe Road, so that's why they're stopped, just like the first one, 11. Well, great to see that unit, that's for sure. Even though it's not reading, but I really don't mind. Still a good catch, though. It's been a while since I saw 3069 anyways.
You won't be good right now? Don moving equipment?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not skilled enough to do that.
Anyway, there it goes, you can see. This is what it looks like at a distance.
detector, Bala, 4-7. No alarms. Temperature 2C. Total axle 9-6. Speed 8.
So before I show you the next and final train in this video, I have to show you something. So remember how I said that these signals don't have any power at all? Well, I take that back what I said, because when a train was approaching here, the signals actually turned on. So basically, they actually upgraded the signals here. They make them turned off when there's nothing coming, but they will turn on when there's something coming, when they're past the Zephyr siding, which is really interesting. So yeah, right now the signals shut off after 101 went by, so basically they're default. It's really good to know how they're doing that, just like CP signals, you know. I didn't even know that CN decided to do this here. This is my first time seeing these signals doing that, you know. So yeah, now I know for next time when I come back here, I will know when the signals will be off when there's nothing coming. Oh, take the back, they just turned back on, you can see here. Now the signal is yellow heading north. So we got a train, another train coming, and that being another CN Z111. So yeah, really interesting. So there, I just demonstrated that the signals turned on when there's a train approaching. So we got one more northbound coming, and after this, the line is going to be dead for a while. I heard there's some southbounds which are tied down in Brecken and Midorwell, but I'm probably not going to bother seeing them because they're probably going to take forever to get here, especially with these Rule 103Gs. So yeah. Anyways, I'll go and pause for now until this northbound shows up, and after I see this northbound, I will wrap this video up. So, pause for now. So the next surveillance trend that I caught is yet another CN, Z111, which is running late. But this time it's Monday's 111, which usually runs at night. But like I mentioned, it was running late. Coming out of Brampton Intermodal Terminal is heading to Vancouver. It was led by XCREX 3970, which the engineer actually blew the horn a few times. And trailing second is 3869. And not like the first 111 that went by, this 111 was much more shorter.
59.63, 59.86, 59.86, 62.85, 62.85. Need protection. Correct, over.
CN detector, Bala, 4-7. No alarms. Temperature 0 C. Total axle 373. Speed 4.
And there goes the second CN, Z11. Looks like the Rule 103G has done that racing shoe, so the train doesn't need to slow down there like everyone. They just blow through there, so yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this interesting railfan trip to the Leitch Road and Concession Road 6 crossings in Zephyr. Like, holy man, definitely a lot of slow trains today. So yeah, and I'm really glad that the Bala sub is back up and running despite the Rule 103Gs. So yeah, that being said though, if you enjoyed this trip to Zephyr, then you know what to do. Please make sure to give this video a really big thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. That will really help me a lot. And until my next railfan video, I will see you guys later. Peace out folks, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Have a wonderful evening, and that will be it from me. And that's all for the best that Big Bala Sub will recover really soon. Anyways, have a great day guys, that'll be it from me. Bye now, and like and subscribe for more. See you in the next railfan video.